super chat us right now.
I think I can't hear anything. Can you hear anything?
I don't know.
Dude, I still can't figure out what's going on. It's like something's happening, and I don't get it.
I don't know. Will Baxter.
What do you say?
Shill Baxter.
Shill Baxter. What do you think? I'm down with it. I'm down with it, Shill. Shill Baxter, new name. That's it. It's locked in.
Shilly.
JP, careful with the mic flag today, okay?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about this.
Oh.
Be careful with it. Nah, I don't. Hot mics again, bro. What are we doing?
We're known for the hot mics.
Bro, we just be talking.
We're known for the public private streams.
That Pixis price is nuts. Did the Pixis price go up again? Bro, I can't knock.
Did it go down?
Up.
Did it go down?
Nah, bro, it went up right now.
Nah.
Oh, he says missed the Pixis 6K deal. What? Trash.
PYXIS.
Yo. What up, Charles?
What up? Oh my gosh.
Shill Team 6 in the building.
The Shill in Chief is in the building.
Bro, dang, he said
Ezra, you're late, bro.
Bro, look at this.
Ezra, you're late.
Cam, figure out what you want to text me and send it in one message.
Ezra, you're late, bro.
It's wild.
You're 4 minutes late, Ezra.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Morning, Thomas.
Is he giving us trade secrets?
I don't know. He says, wait, I'm going to mute myself.
Or is he just talking?
Let me mute it.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Dude, these pre-shows are pretty nice. I'm not late. The stream is still on soon live. What we got here? Oh, we got video files? Oh no, these are just clips. Oh, this is his.
Did you know that the X Half shoots video?
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know until Petapixel's video.
Yeah, I watched their video.
Yeah. Chloe, get in on your own stream. Oh,
we got problems before we even start.
Oh my gosh, I gotta fix these. Hold on.
We might have an extended pre-show.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm running into a slight technical glitch for a second.
Brandon tried to convince me to get an ass.
And every day,
his convincing.
further away.
His convincing is not convincing. His math ain't mathin'. You You can't have 300 terabytes and still run out.
I had 120 something terabytes and ran out. So bad.
Oh, this might be the longest pre-show we've ever done. Trying to decide what you're going to delete. Isn't it all on Dropbox?
Most of it.
So just shift, click, trash.
No, you tripping.
Dump it, dog. Go back 3 months.
You need to I've already gone back multiple months. Oh, we're in trouble.
Oh no. Melvin, don't do it. Just kidding. We ready?
No.
Oh. You think it's gonna be okay? Oh, are we doomed to start? Okay. Might just get me to freestyle. Okay. Off the dome. We ain't going home. We on the phone. Drones. Nah, that was just the warm up. Let's go. We in the office. Yeah, we back again. Bring your friends. Okay. It helps me to know that y'all can't see me. Because if y'all could see me, I'd be that much more nervous. Brandon.
What? I'm working.
I'm rushing you, but come on. The people want the show.
I get it, my boy. I'm working.
We got 70 people watching us throw stuff in the
I need
in the trash can.
That it's gonna record because I think it already stopped recording.
Chandler wants that. We've never even made it to this song. I don't even know we had this song. He wants a Snoop DOWG impression.
Bro, that's you. That's what they want from you. All right, whatever. We're in here. We might not.
We in it. We in it. Let's run it. We already lost a viewer.
We do not care. What happens next is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option 1, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Brandon is the trash man today.
Bro, I'm tired. I'm already tired.
He's just throwing stuff off the NAS.
Let's just see if we make this work. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens,
Bring your friends.
Sony gang, pull up. Canon fan, people too.
Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you're shooting for. Use the red. Dang it. Loomis gang in the chat. I got in the cut.
I swear we practiced.
Get it down. No filter until the room from high. If the camera ain't fire,
We ain't giving it no likes.
NAB. Cine cam. Can we start over?
No. We are 9 minutes late. Creative Phantom Movers.
This is Unsensored Real Talk, no cap. Live every week, get a fam, got our back.
See a fake neck, man. You know where it's at. So grab your hop, we're hit subscribe and let's chat. Let's go.
Bro, let's not go. That was so bad. That was so bad.
Is that 4 weeks in a row?
Bro, that's like 6 weeks in a row. We have jacked it up. Living up your rap dreams. Bro, Erica? Wait a minute.
Hey,
Erica?
boys.
Erica?
You know what we do, boys?
Erica?
Boys, do you know what we do?
Is that a new lady in the chat we've
Is
never seen before?
Is that a new lady to the chat? Erica, how long you been listening?
Erica, how long you been listening?
Shabani
Erica?
says, hit that button.
Erica?
I don't like men no more. I said I like women.
We delivered.
Women.
Hey, you know what? That just gave me the energy I needed to keep going. I feel great. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Kobe said no, don't.
Kofi said, "Don't do it. Don't do it."
Oh, it's too late. It's already been done.
Kofi, you only got men's in your chat, bro.
Bro, we done did it.
Men's.
Bro, he say this early into the show. Yeah. Bro, when the ladies show up.
When the ladies show up, bro.
They show up. Hey, shout out to you. Erica, if you haven't already been run off.
If you didn't click off.
Bro, we appreciate it.
We get excited when there's whoa. When there are lady content creators, filmmakers, ladies in space.
Yes.
And pull it up with our foolery.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, y'all. First off, what's good, Creative Fam? Oh, dang, I'm all off today. What's good, Creative Fam? Brandon Washington here. Welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. I need you to stop. I am barely.
We should do that. We should do that again.
I am crashing.
Run that back. Run that back.
You want to do it the right way?
Run it back.
Okay. What's good, Creative Fam? Brandon Washington here, and welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. We are so excited to have you here. And when I say we, it's because I have my amazing co-host in the building, Mr. Jerrel P. What's up, y'all?
What's good? No, you got to keep going. You got to keep doing. What's good, Creative Fam? Canon is the best gang out there, dog.
Not doing it. Oh my God, Giovanni knows. He says, "Brandon, I'm fighting for my life. I can't rap. My hard drives are full,
guys.
Y'all, I am struggling.
Gosh, the struggle bus is real, but
said,
y'all know what it is."
She said, "If only I got this response in every chat."
Bro,
see,
in this chat, you are famous, Erica.
We show love.
Seriously,
shout out to you. Shout out to Erica in the chat. We are so happy to be hanging out with y'all today. Someone says, y'all just need to make a music video for the intro. At this point.
We almost did.
At this point, y'all have no idea how busy it has been.
We were close.
I am dying. I almost had it, but ran out of time. And there it goes.
Let's go, Brandon.
What'd he say? You read it out loud.
Made it to the live. Kids out for the summer. It's wild in the house now. Office being taken over. Gang, gang.
Bro, I got one more week. Before the kids are home. And
truth.
Either my life is going to go to complete trash or I'm going to learn how to put them kids to work. Y'all might see a double, triple increase in output of videos if I can get them editing. So...
Sire's got a question for me.
Yeah.
Sire, you are confused, my dude. I'm assuming you're a dude. Sorry for the assumption. You might not be a dude.
If you're not, you gotta let us know because we have buttons to press.
Yes, we have buttons to press if you're not a dude. But Sire Films, I have already switched camera brands. I am a red shooter.
Lies. All right.
What do you mean lies?
You didn't switch. You don't identify as a red shooter.
I do identify as a red shooter. I also identify as a Canon shooter. And a few other things.
I gotta give this. I gotta.
You can only use that word so many times.
We need to. Where are we going?
Oh, we just got our dislike.
Oh yeah,
they didn't like that. They didn't like that word identify.
Oh, what's good, Larry? What's good, Mr. Camera Junkie?
Luis.
What is good, y'all? We didn't even get a chance to shout out everybody here who's early with the early gang.
Do y'all remember when we used to start our episodes 30 minutes in? We're like road runners now, man.
Bro, we on top of it.
We on top.
You got it. Stop.
It's you, bro.
Oh, God.
Bro, you got more sleep last night than me.
We're only 15 minutes in.
That sounds weird, but I was up in the middle of the night editing photos.
Okay, I think I got the cameras down. My button is backwards.
Are you going to switch them or are you just going to mentally...
I think I'm going to fail all day if I try.
Larry throwing that shade, bro.
What'd he say?
Y'all started 30 minutes late?
No.
You mean an hour? No.
No, we be on time today. Speaking of being on time, y'all, the graphics are back. Are y'all ready to hop into our first... I got a question. Chat, seriously, y'all get a chance to decide. We do have a what's in the box segment today.
Yes. And
But we also have our first story. So sound off in the chat right now. Would you rather start with what's in the box, or would you rather jump into the first news story of the day? Y'all let us know, because then when the people who watch this on replay later on are mad that it took us, 30 minutes to get to the point, we're going to blame the live chat.
we're going to blame the chat.
We're going to blame
Let us
the
know.
live chat. So let us know. Are we jumping into what's in the box,
You want to know what's
or are
in?
we going into our first story of the day? I'm getting a few stories.
They said story.
Story.
Story. They don't care what's in your.
They don't care what's in the box. They don't care what's in the box. Bro, it's very unanimous. We're hopping to the first story of the day.
Okay.
All right. First
Let's
story.
do it. We'll save it.
We'll save it. First story of the day. The new Sony FX2 is in some hot water. Jerrel.
Are they in hot water?
I think the camera is in hot
The
water.
camera's in hot water. Okay.
I think the camera is in hot water. Chad, if you weren't here last week we talked about the Sony FX2, and in a very real way, it was sort of not a throwaway story for us, but it wasn't like the highlight story of the episode. We also weren't really sure, we got some specs on it, and we were pretty excited about some of the specs we saw, but in a very real way, this camera seems to have triggered the entire creative community.
Yes.
Sony shooters and non-Sony shooters. And we posted our clip talking about, our whole segment that we did last week. And that clip has gone on to do very well. Lots of views on it or whatever from that standard. But the amount of comments that we received and the most passionate comments that we received about this really has me super, worried about Sony at this point, because the way people were talking about this FX2 release did I spell something wrong? Y'all say Sony is in hot water. I said the Sony FX2 is in hot water. Y'all are saying no, Sony is in hot water. Is this camera potentially a defining moment that could almost hurt Sony in a very real way? Because I remember back in the day when Canon was everyone was like, Canon, release some mirrorless cameras, release some mirrorless cameras, release some mirrorless cameras. And I remember in a very weird time, they released the 90D, which came after the 60D, the 70D, the 80D. And when everybody was screaming, go mirrorless, go mirrorless, go mirrorless, they gave us a 90D. And I remember being a Canon shooter in that heyday, thinking, seriously, again? And then even when the 1DX Mark IV came out, it was another one of those situations where it's like, really? We're doing another DSLR right now? I wonder, with this new camera, this FX2 coming out, could this be a defining moment where people finally are like, all right, you're not listening to us?
Do you know what's so crazy? I didn't necessarily think that Sony was going to be in hot water until I watched Armando's video where he did the low light test between the S12 and the FX3. And honest to goodness, the FX3, incredible camera, still used by so many people. Still $4,000. Still an incredible camera, no need to gas it. But side by side, now we still don't have our copy of the S12.
Yeah.
We don't have it yet. But
The pause was insane.
But looking at the side by side, now we don't know if Armando went scientific, same lenses, blah, blah, blah. What timeline did he use? We don't know. But oh my gosh, the FX3 showed its age. And the reason why now I feel like Sony may possibly be in hot water is the FX2 was probably been in the pipeline for how many years? 1, 2, 3 years?
At least 2 years, yeah.
At least 2 years. And so, oh my goodness, if this just happened to be it wasn't even meant to be this is our next best offering. This just was meant to be the next step in the chain.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it's like, dang, you came out after, Canon drops its new cameras. Lumix drops its new cameras and you just happen to be in that weird in-between phase, you might be in hot water. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily like my opinions on the camera, because the truth is that if you think about the A7 IV, right, it is a great camera. Mm-hmm. It has some readout issues. I personally,
little jelly.
When I reviewed it, man, I don't even know how many years ago. When I reviewed it, it had some issues, right? Mm-hmm. And so naturally, you would expect there to be a improved version of that, the A7 V, right? But if we're taking this same sensor and we're putting it into an FX body, which clearly the FX body is in my opinion, is my favorite like design for a cinema camera at this point. Mm-hmm. When you look at going from an A7 IV and you say, how do I make a better A7 IV? If you stick it into an FX body, you should fix a lot of these issues, right? Yeah. We should see a camera that naturally, can have faster readouts because now there's a fan in there, so it won't overheat nearly as much. You get the better design for video, as we talked about with all the different mounting points. And the rumors are currently pointing to implementing an EVF in some manner. I have not seen the actual camera, which would be dope because a lot of people talk about how the FX cameras don't have EVS and they really wish it did, or a way to do it. Now you're getting it. So it seems like if you're a fan of the A7 IV, you're a Sony fan, you see a FX2, which is basically a better version of the A7 IV, you should be excited. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, it doesn't feel like people are having that response to the camera.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it has to do with just the fact of it's a repurposed sensor. Mm-hmm. And so naturally you go, okay, well, a repurposed sensor, it's not going to be that good. I'm going to tell y'all right now, as far as I'm concerned, my original thoughts when it came to sensor defines camera is gone.
Yeah,
I don't feel the same way because what I saw Nikon do with the Z6 Mark III sensor, Z6 III? Yeah, Z6 III, and that sensor, and obviously they did what they did to get it to a certain price point. And then to see Lumix take that exact same sensor, and now that sensor, based off of Armando's video, which we haven't, we haven't done our own tests.
Yeah.
But based off Armando's video, that sensor goes toe-to-toe with the FX3 in low-light performance. Mm-hmm. What this tells me, personally, is that there is more to a camera than just the sensor. The body plays a big difference. The processing takes a big difference. And then the way the manufacturer chooses to tweak said sensor makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So just because Sony is repurposing the A7 IV sensor into the FX2, I don't think that guarantees that it's going to be a bad camera.
Yeah.
I think that actually means we might actually get a pretty decent camera. Now, yes, 4K
Question,
60
Brandon.
crop is something that sucks.
Question though.
Yeah.
The difference was Nikon had the Z6 III.
Yeah.
But Lumix had a completely different philosophy.
Yes.
Of how they wanted to implement that sensor.
Yeah.
Is Sony going to have a completely different philosophy from one to the other? Considering they're the same company.
So I think they can, only because now they can actually get more out of it. Okay. I think what a lot of people fail to really understand is there's so much that goes into these cameras, and don't get me wrong, I'm not an engineer. I'm no scientist. I don't know how to build a camera from scratch. But what I do know is that space, heat dissipation, that's what I was looking for. Heat dissipation, and then even down to the cards that are being used, all of that drastically changes what you can pull out of a camera. And so with this FX2, I personally thought that there's a lot of wins from it. Is it a camera that I'm personally going to consider picking up? Probably not. I don't think I will. Mm-hmm. But seeing all this progression, even what we could then also maybe forecast for an FX3 Mark II, I thought this will be a positive thing, but people have just not really been kind of feeling that same way.
Definitely.
And it's wild because it's not only responses to videos, but if you look Terry, they're saying your mic's a little hot. I'm gonna pull you down. But Terry's video even said Terry's video did really well with him talking about some of his concerns with his camera.
Yeah.
I'm just really interested to see what happens.
Yeah, and I think just so you guys know here in the chat, we love talking camera gear. Nobody's crapping on the FX2 or Sony in general. These are the sort of conversations that we just have in general that we're just wondering. I wonder what it's going to be like. So we want to know from you guys in the chat, if you're excited for the FX2, what are some things that it is necessary for it to be able to do to be a camera that you care about and will want to buy? I know for me, I think the biggest thing, going back to Armando's video, it feels like resolution is what beat out, obviously, noise performance for the high ISO test. But I feel like the resolution, the 6K to the 4K image, is what just kicked butt. So I want to know from you guys, what is something from you that the FX2 needs to do for something for you guys to care about?
Now, Jay is asking point blank, Kofi, because we know we know where you be sitting. He says, Kofi, does the FX2 have a removable EVF? Kofi says he has no idea. I have not seen it. Y'all know Kofi be coming in here lying, so we're gonna keep it pushing. Now, you guys, like at this point, we're gonna start going through some of y'all's comments. Vu is in the building. Vu has been
Vu. Are we professional now?
No, Vu is stirring the pot, my boy.
Are we professional? This is like 3 weeks in a row.
Bro, Vu, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We might be professional. He says the Sony FX2 is a repurposed A7 IV with a camcorder viewfinder. The launch of this camera will be better at having people switch to Lumix better than the S1 launch. So is he saying more people are going to switch to Lumix because of this camera? He
is saying that Lumix has backed up the money truck to VU Enterprises.
There's no way. There is no way. My dyslexia kicked in. I did not read that right.
He said Sony is shooting themselves in the foot and the FX2 is going to push more people to Lumix. That's what he said.
Bro, that's wild.
Dude, is Scott in Alaska?
I don't think he's there yet. I just talked to him a little while ago.
That's dope. But he's in the chat.
He is in the chat. And he says, I do not believe we are getting an FX2. Scott, I believe you're wrong on this one.
Are they going to, Scott, are you saying they're going to sideline it because it's just not, this isn't the right climate to bring it to? Or are you saying that this is all foolery?
There's no chance. There's no chance that they don't bring out the FX2 at this point. Will says, yeah, the 12 megapixel helps the FX3 to get better low light performance. And so with this one being a higher megapixel count, where does this camera sit?
Well, tell that to the S1 too. It seems to not be struggling.
Well, yeah, that is very true. That is very true. I personally don't believe that like Sony as a brand is necessarily like fully in hot water. However, the temperature is rising. The temperature is rising, and brands, it just feels like in the last year in the camera space, Sony's got PlayStation money. All right, let's not get it twisted.
Yes.
Sony's got like a Spider-Man money. Okay, Sony's fine. Like they not worried about us. But what I will say is that like when it comes to camera brands specifically, it feels like everybody is being extra aggressive right now.
Yeah.
Like extra aggressive. Where, you know, back in the day, the competition was kind of like Sony does mirrorless and everybody else is catching up.
Yeah.
It feels like now everybody's playing on the exact same court and they're all ready to play ball. And so like where Sony's first mover advantage was an advantage, I don't think it's an advantage anymore.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, okay, what do you really have to offer?
But they had to know that, right?
They
had to know that.
You look at market share and you might be apt to think otherwise.
Brandon, we're famous.
What happened?
We're famous. Go to FSB. Maybe down. I'll
go to the very bottom.
Right there.
Oh, go ahead.
We are so famous on this show. We are single-handedly the reason why this international company decided to shelve the FX2.
He says, I blame the Creative Fam Live is the reason the FX2 will not come out. All the hate being spread. Okay,
Two dudes on a couch. Time
out. Last week, I had no hate on this camera.
No hate.
I talked about how I think this is going to be a big deal. It is going to show us where the FX3 is going to go, and I was excited about it. This week, I'm talking about how it is the best upgrade that we could ask for from the A7 IV.
When'd you say that?
Just a few minutes ago. I just said how this camera fixes all the problems.
I don't know if you said it like that.
No, I did. I said this is what, if we wanted a better A7 IV, this body is going to give us the better A7 IV that we're looking for. Now, no, I'm not sitting over here talking about Sony like you talk about Canon, because I don't talk about any brand like that, except maybe Red a little bit.
What's the last thing I said about Canon?
You made me almost say that it's the best brand. That's when you tried to do the lip dub thing.
Because I am Dave Chappelle's son.
Okay. Okay.
It's all for the jokes.
But I will say, like, if I not to throw shade at this camera company, because the truth is they don't throw a dollar back in my direction. But I think the one thing that could possibly, save it is the price point. I think that's the one area where most people are getting caught up on this camera.
Yeah.
Because they're hearing through the rumor mill that this camera is going to come out at around $3,500.
Yeah. Ugh.
Now, at $3,500,
Ugh.
Is that pre or post tariffs?
It better be pre-tariff. It better be wrong.
Because
it better be a wrong number.
That better be the wrong number. Because the only thing that we are struggling with is like
obviously for no crop 4K 60.
Huh?
For no 4K. That might be the hate that you're hearing from my voice. That might be the first negative thing that I say. You better not be charging no $4,000 for no 4K crop 60. Put that back in the oven. Let that cook for a little longer.
What up, Stan in the building? Stan says, in my opinion, I don't think the FX camera at the moment should be above $3,200.
Any FX camera?
Maybe this one.
No.
I'll be honest.
I might be honest too.
That FX3 price needs to drop a little bit. it might need a little bit of a price drop.
A price improvement.
A price improvement. There you go. That's the respectful way. A price improvement. We
got our new name from FSB.
What'd he say?
I mean, he stole it from me, but
what'd he say?
Right there. 2 dudes on the couch live.
2 dudes on the couch live. Bro, that might, I don't know. We'll think about it. 2 dudes on the couch live. But no, that's literally kind of been my approach. Mr. Camera Junkie says, what if the FX2 is priced at $3,000?
He said, turn down my mic even more.
Like,
he said,
real?
Pull it to 10%.
Like, for real? Like, is your mic really hot? I mean, you're really close. You're
I'm always here.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, let me pull it back.
Everything looks fine.
We'll do self volume adjusting.
Okay, chat.
With filmmakers.
Question, chat. If the camera comes out at $3,000. Don't read that out loud. Don't read that out
loud. Are they voting now?
Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild individuals. I can't deal with y'all. Yeah, nope. 2 dudes on the couch sounds like a different life.
Shut up, Shill Baxter.
This is why I love and hate our audience. Every joke, nonstop.
He said you beat me to it.
Oh, y'all are insane people. But in a very serious way, I really want to know from y'all, do you think the heat on this camera is warranted? I don't think I've seen a camera get this much heat before it's dropped. At least this far before it's dropped. Before.
Aren't we supposed to get something on the 28th?
That's the reported release date at this point.
Interesting. Well, looking forward to it.
What is that? When is the 28th? That's next week. Next week's show, it'll be out, right?
Wow.
By next week's show, this camera will be out. And apparently, maybe we'll
You have plans to dump on the camera?
No, to jump on the camera?
To dump on the camera.
No, I ain't got no plans. I'm honestly hoping that it's a really good camera. I like the FX3, I like the FX3 line. Whether it's the FX3, FX2, or FX30, I like that line.
Yes.
And I like these camera brands, in a very real way. I am kind of tired of hybrid cameras.
Yeah.
These cameras that are halfway designed for videographers, halfway designed for photographers. And when you ask camera companies, why don't you add this, that, and the third? They say, well, it's because it needs to be able to appeal to both markets. just appeal to us. Just make video cameras for video shooters.
I like that.
I mean, it's a very selfish thing for me to ask for, but that's what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
So if Sony is going to make a camera for video shooters, I want this camera to be successful.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want I want Canon to bring the V series. I want Nikon to make like cinema style cameras with red tech, but focus on video shooters. You know what I mean? I don't really need more hybrid cameras, because every time you make a hybrid camera, you're constantly just, you're sacrificing something on one side or the other. But that's just my thought. Big Cook.
The only thing, I agree with you. I do feel like, because we were talking about this, Brandon, how the filmmaking crowd can be so, not disrespect, because we're all filmmakers,
not
here,
y'all,
content creators,
but other people.
But we can be nitpicky, we can be critical, we can be a little whiny, we could be like, why don't you do this and why don't you do that for me? Where normal people will be like, boom, I'm gonna buy it. But this is where I might disagree with you, Big Cook, because if the price point ain't right, ain't nobody walking into Walmart and buying no FX2.
That's true. I don't think do they even sell the FX30?
No.
At Best Buy?
Oh, I don't know. No, Best Buy sells everything now.
Everything?
You can buy anything at Best Buy. It's like turning to Walmart. No disrespect.
Dylan says, I'm with you on the hybrid camera. Absolutely no interest. Yeah, for me, it's like, let's make, like Colin says, cinema line for video people. That's what I'm.
But it's not a hybrid camera.
Huh?
It's just a hybrid body.
What are you talking about?
The FX3.
No. What I'm saying is, I want the FX2, like the FX3 and the FX30. I want those cameras to be successful because I like that Sony is pushing towards creating cinema level camera, or like cinema style cameras, and all at different price points. Now, I will say, if this camera comes out at $1,800 to $1,900 for the FX2, guarantee you everybody's attitude flips.
What is the FX30 at?
I think it's like 15. What?
I don't think it can. I mean, I think it should.
At a full frame price, I say 2,000 is probably the max, but I would say they don't really release cameras around 2,000 anymore. It's more like 22, 23. Yeah. But even then, 22 may be okay. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
So y'all, final thoughts. FX2, we got less than a week before it comes out. I think from a camera, it'll be a solid camera. I think the price will finally determine where people choose to sit with it.
I'm gonna withhold all judgment, because it feels like we have such little rumored specs. We know so little about this camera.
Right.
I'm gonna wait till the 28th to actually make a conscious decision about it. But I will put it out to the internet. Better be at the right price.
Please be at the right
Better
price.
be at the right price.
Please be at the right price.
We are in a post-tariff society. Better be at the right price.
Giovanni says, what if the Sony takes on the Pixels? That's what I'm saying.
Well, you did see online like this like rumored FX2 buck style body.
That's some AI generated.
It's not going to happen, but bro, would be wild.
Yeah. I would definitely be down for that.
Film the Creator 2 with the FX2, sales will go through the roof. Yes, Big Cook, you are not lying. The way that people went wild on the FX3.
Yes, they did. Ron says, "Oh crap, I'm late." You want to pull this one?
What does he say?
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know.
You want to?
What's he saying? You throw it up. I can't read it until it goes on the screen. I'm just like, he says, cam preference for building out a higher end multi-cam broadcast setup. The Pixis 6K, the C400 Komodo S5. So here's the deal. Ryland.
There's only one camera on that list, I would say.
I wouldn't say, well, so this is what I'm going to say, Ryland. And you probably already know this because like you be doing lots of stuff. It's got to be the Pixis 6K. Here's the reason. It's not just the cameras, okay? Are you disagreeing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not just the cameras, because the cameras are great. They're awesome. But the integration to the Blackmagic ATEM software, that you can grade it, that you can control all the features of the camera in your deal. So if you're doing multicam, Pixel 6K hands down is the best software multi-switch integrated setup. Hands down. Software and hardware.
Okay. Yeah, you persuaded me. I was leaning C400 for autofocus. And then it's got all the additional, it's got that port on the front so you can use servo lenses and pull focus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like the all-around broadcast camera, but yeah, I see what you're saying. But he said high-end, so I'm going C400. I'm going to stick with that answer.
Raptor X.
There you go. $30,000 a camera for a church.
Bro, no. I worked as a video director at a church, bro, that used to buy those like Panasonic. I'm assuming they were like 3-chip.
Yeah.
Bro.
Hot garbage.
100K for that interlace footage.
Oh.
What are we talking about?
All right. Well, guys, obviously y'all like even in the chat just now, it just feels like there's so much animosity.
Scott's a loyalist, bro.
Komodo.
He's mad at you for not saying Komodo.
Bro, fight me. I don't care. All right. Jerrel.
Yes.
A little bit of hostility. Everybody thought we were hating on Sony.
Do we need to lighten the mood?
We were not hating on anybody. So
y'all were hating on.
Yeah, maybe
Sony should go back to making TVs.
Wow, they never stopped. Wow,
that's a running joke, guys.
Wow,
running joke.
Wow. Will Hall, you're right. Let's lighten the mood. Let's have a little bit of fun.
In a world where packages tremble in fear, where fragile means nothing,
Oh no!
and doorsteps are a battlefield, some heroes dare to deliver the right way. This is what's in the box.
Hey. I hope this ain't fragile. What's in the box? Hey, what's in the box? Brandon, on the dome.
I'm dancing, you rap.
Phone home. I'm in the zone. LeBron James.
He went home.
He on the beach. In the streets. Sheets. Did he? I don't know.
What is wrong with you?
I got nothing.
Oh
I got
God.
nothing.
Wow.
It just kept going.
Oh my God.
It's been a little while, guys, since y'all had some epic jokes.
Bro,
Epic jokes.
wild.
I've like freestyled 5 times on this stream.
All terrible.
All right, Brandon, the beat's still going.
Yo. First off, you want me to rap?
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't happening.
Uh-huh.
That ain't happening.
Uh-huh.
We got boxes. I had more, but you laughed me off.
Come on, Diddy Gang.
Diddy Gang. Wow. Yeah, the way people are just dropping off. Brandon, can you do a Gohan Super Saiyan transformation?
Ain't nobody dropping off. Only the fake fans.
All right, yo. So
Tyrese says spit something.
Bro, you come spit something. You the real rapper here? Wait, let me take the lyrics you wrote for me.
Could you imagine the FX2 is in the box?
Yeah. Nope. All right, let's go. Bro, is that the FX2? Bro, we can't break the NDA. Don't break the NDA.
You want to go first?
I signed the paper, not you.
Shill and Chief?
Nah, you go first.
Okay. So check this out, guys. Our good friends at Moment have sent some really awesome accessories. Oh, you gonna use this?
Yeah, I'm about to use that. Why are you always trying to take my stuff?
Bro, nobody ever sends me nothing. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
Press the wrong button. I told
guys. Something happens on the show. These companies be sending Brandon stuff all the time. Bro, CFA, y'all send me some stuff. All right, so we've got the Super Cage from Moment. It looks like it has an integrated USB-C hub, and it has, oh goodness. Okay, that's kind of dope. On the back of this, you can't really like highly tell, but on here, it looks like it connects to USB-C powered smartphones. It's got an adjustable clamp. It's got dedicated 100 watt power pass-through input. And, oh, you can plug in an SD card. That's dope. Headphones and mic. This looks pretty dope.
They said, oh, the iPhone holder thingy?
I don't know. How deep are we going with this?
Bro, I thought you just threw it on the floor.
No. Oh, could you imagine? Our good friends at Moment.
Hold on. I need you to be very careful because I want to do a video on it. So just be careful with the unboxing.
Okay. Oh, dang. This is like a DVD player.
It's a DVD player.
It just had that vibe.
Yeah, so shout out to Moment for sending that guy out. But also, y'all, I finally got the Shill light in chief. The Shill in chief has came out with a light, in case y'all didn't know, in partnership with Juin, and it is the MULUS X100 RGB. So this is the brand new deal. Kirk says, "What's a DVD player?"
I'm a filmmaker.
You are disrespectful.
No. I'm saying I'm a filmmaker now.
All right, y'all ready to see this new light from Cam Mackey? The Shill in Chief is in the building, and we're gonna unbox his light in real time on the show. So I'm gonna tell y'all. Oh dang, this is smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Check this out. Oh dang it, I gotta get these buttons right. So this is the box that it comes in for the light. I didn't know this, but you can buy just the light itself. Without the battery and all that
there's all
stuff.
the extra stuff in there.
Yeah, and then this is the adapter. Cam Mackey says, I paid $10,000 for this segment. Psh, bro, you wish. I wish.
Has the check cleared yet?
Bro, he ain't pay a dime.
Has the check cleared yet?
Bro, look, bro. Mike, you got my phone number. Cash App is a thing. You could also send me directly through Apple Pay. I'll take that money. Cam owe you some money, bro. Yeah,
bro. Cam, I will tell you, 10,000 pesos. Cam, I did not realize when I watched Brandon Talbot's video, bro, that light is bright.
Well, we're about to find out in real time.
I kind of felt like before his video, I wasn't really sure, but I feel like with its size and its brightness, it feels definitely like it's worth it.
Well, let's see. All right, so how high can Cam? How high can Cam get the super chat?
Cam,
he paid you in exposure. Jeremiah, or Big Cook. I don't know why I called you by your government.
Government name.
Bro, I don't get paid in exposure.
See, when I told you, chat, nobody be sending me stuff. Cam Mackey.
You don't know what I had to do to get this light, bro. Freaking Juin, they weren't gonna give it to me.
What'd you have to do, Brandon?
I had to make a video about a gimbal, bro. I ain't afraid to tell people what happened. Are they all brown? I thought they were green. The cases.
Maybe he sent a special one to you because he thought you would like brown better.
Why do you think he thought I'd like brown better?
I don't know. Let's ask Cam.
Don't ask Cam. Cam will be racist publicly. He don't care. All right, so in here, I have the new light. Honestly, I'll say the case is actually really solid. I'm going to tell y'all 100% how I feel because Cam did not pay me. So I could care less. Oh, my gosh.
You got me? You got me, Cam?
Bro.
I'm going to text you my address. Don't be lying to me.
Yeah, he got you like he got you with that Z8. Tell me, chat. So if y'all want to know what it's like to open up this product and experience it for the first time, if you have any reservations about supporting Cam Mackey, or maybe you think he's a shill in chief, maybe you think you just don't like him, well, when you open it up, the very first thing you're gonna get is a picture of Pretty Boy looking you right in the face.
Pretty Boy.
Calling me? Who's calling me? Reese, I'm live right now. Don't be calling me. So you got Pretty Boy Cam Mackey right here, hits you with a card when you first open up the device. Look at that. Look at that. Bro, trying to get on his
He's a
model
good-looking
status.
man. He's a good-looking man.
Calm down. And then we get the actual light itself. Oh, so without the battery grip, it's actually really small. Look at that. So we've got the light right here. This is the Cam Mackey. Look, he's got his name all on it. Signature. That's not his real signature. Actually pretty fire. So we got the light in here.
Brennan's trying to hate, but he can't.
I'm gonna find something wrong with it. Watch. Just wait.
Is the battery not charged? Is it not charged?
Is the battery dead out of the box? Dang it, it's got 3 out of 4 lights. It's got 3 out of 4 lights on it. I was looking for something. I'm gonna find something. Let's see.
Is the writing in Chinese?
No, it's in English too.
It is. Look at the warning.
Oh, partially. Oh, they did. Yeah, they got a few different languages. I don't want to try to guess because that would be racist. All right, chat. Let's see. Can we turn it on? Rotate. Select power on. All right, here we go. Jerrel. Oh, I gotta choose my language. Chinese or English? English. Bro!
Oh my
That
gosh.
is right, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
That's only 20%.
Oh my gosh.
That's only 20%, y'all.
Wow.
Overexposed like crazy.
I feel like for a 100-watt light to be handheld and battery powered is kind of crazy.
So I was looking online because, I honestly, I'm just not finna sit here and just straight shill this light all day. So I was like, there's got to be other lights that can do this. So I went online and I was looking. The closest things you got are the 150C from Amaran. That's in the same price point. You have the 150C from Amaran.
But it's huge.
But it's huge. It's not battery powered.
You can put batteries on it, but yeah.
Oh, you got to buy that adapter. You got to buy that adapter for it. And then you also have, Newer has another light, but it's kind of the same issue. So from a size standpoint, if you wanted to take a light that you could actually throw into your camera bag, I don't know if anything else out there actually really does what this does, other than their bicolor version of this exact same thing.
This man said, I'm not going to shill, but let me shill.
Shut up.
This is the only thing that you can buy.
No, I'm just telling y'all what I saw.
Hey, Cam Mackey, are you giving an exclusive discount to the Creative Fam audience?
Oh, yeah, that's what we need to do. Give us that, did you insinuate? Wow. Can't bring that comment up. Bro, how does this work? Can I turn it? I think mine is broken.
He says, please, Cam.
Yeah. Cam, help the people out. They want a discount. Hook them up. All right, here we go. Wait, did I break it? I think I broke it. No, I didn't break it.
Brandon?
Boom, there it goes. Look at that. Look at that light. Look, we're real filmmakers. All you need
Is
an iPhone,
a moment cage.
and the shill light. That's all you need to be a filmmaker.
It's all you need to enter Cam Mackey's $10,000 giveaway.
Has he officially announced all the details for that?
I don't know.
Bro, look
Wow.
at that. That is
What is that at?
crazy. That's
Gosh.
at 20%.
Gosh.
All right, you want to crank it?
Yes. No? Crank it on yourself.
All right, chat.
Do you
let's
guys like those anamorphic flares?
Bro, oh my gosh.
You blasted,
That's
bro.
100%.
Oh, look at those flares. We're cinematic.
Bro, that's crazy. That light is super bright. I will say I can feel a little bit of the heat coming off.
Is the fan kicked on?
No, fan's not kicking on right now.
Oh,
That's pretty
defective
crazy.
fan.
It's broken. Do it.
Can I see?
Yeah.
You want to trade?
Yeah. So, chat. 2 guys, 1 couch. Smoother the exposure. Y'all are wild. Y'all are crazy people. All right, there you go. Tell the people what you think, Jerrel.
Hey guys, the build quality is really nice. I'm not saying that because Cam Mackey is my friend, but it is really nice. Colors look really good. The size, you genuinely can fit this in your backpack, which is dope.
Hey, we just got a new subscriber who's also searching for the moon. Look at him go.
Can't find it.
Cannot find it.
Yeah, dude. You guys killed it on the very first implementation. I don't have any like major feedback because I would need to obviously use it. But honestly, I keep the Amaran Ace in my backpack just in case you need a battery powered light. This already this is a great job. This does a great job at it.
Obviously, it's way more expensive than the Ace.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like I think that's like a few $100. The Ace is like $100.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't think that's necessarily like a fair comparison.
No, yeah, I'm just saying that's what I keep in my backpack just in case I need a little bit of extra light.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, this feels like it does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and honestly, like it also has so you can directly attach like a regular Bowens mount to it, and then they also sent out a softbox.
How do you turn this crap on?
As well, huh? Red button, and then it's gonna tell you to turn that knob until it powers up.
Gotcha.
But yeah, comes with this nice little softbox as well. Bro, oh, that is bright. That's a lot. Okay. Bro, that's right.
How do you turn it off? How do you, oh, there we go. There we go. 2%.
Also, they have this little thing. What is this thing called again?
Oh, it's a little
spotlight attachment.
Yeah, like a little gobo.
That's it, gobo. That's the word I was looking for. And you can actually like put gobos in here, and you can actually shape the light. It's a really bro. That is so bright.
We're 59%.
Oh, wow, I can't even look.
I was like cooking you like a frog.
I get it.
I like started at like 2%.
And
I just kept going up until you stopped talking. Oh, you got your phone on you?
Yeah. What?
We got to do what the people say.
What they say?
He said, cut off the lights.
Oh. Close them doors. that's what
Close the doors.
That's what you just sounded like. All right, y'all. I'm going to turn all the lights off. Here we go.
Let's see if Cam Mackey's cinematic light can light this entire set.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Should I bounce it off of my wall?
I mean, you could actually probably shoot it straight up.
The official lighting sponsor of the Uncensored podcast.
No, he ain't pay for that. Don't be saying that.
He can pay for it.
That
Dang, are we cinematic?
Bro, that's actually really impressive.
Are we cinematic?
That one light is pulling up the entire exposure.
Dude, guys, we're in an office that is the size of probably an average bedroom. We aren't doing a lot of intentional lighting, just shooting it up at the ceiling.
Yeah.
If you want to know what 100 watts gets you, this is what it gets you.
This light is crazy.
From this light.
And that light is crazy.
So.
That is crazy.
Cyclops.
Bro, I'm seeing dots. Why would you do that?
I'm sorry. Cyclops.
All right, give me the light back. You're done.
No. I'm gonna let it just chill over here for a minute.
You're a child. I'm
gonna let it chill over here.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want you to Cyclops me.
Oh, you're done. All right, turn the lights back on. I see dots. All right, Jerrel. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Cam's light? Give your initial first impression.
Dude, I would need to use it, but the cool part is I feel like I would use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially that kit that has the mini Bowens deal that you can hook up to like a bigger like softbox or a lantern. That's dope. It looks like a pretty light, which that isn't necessary, but it's kind of dope. And the fact that it can fit in your backpack is dope. You can travel it on an airplane. Like it.
Yeah, I personally think that like the most versatile light you can buy, like when people are like, hey, what light do you recommend I buy first? The first light I always tell people to buy is a cob light, like a chip on board light, right? But most of them are pretty big, like the 150C, the 300C. Back in the day, it was like the aperture, and
120,
the 120, the 300D, those type of lights, because they can be hard source lights, they can be accent lights. You can use it as a hair light, or you could put a softbox on it and make it your key and get like some pretty decent soft light.
Wow.
What?
That actually blows my mind.
What?
Guys, real quick.
I was in the middle of talking.
I know, but I'm just saying, it just blew my mind. I'm going to go back to you. I just thought about this for a minute. Like when we travel and we go places, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to set up like an interview setting, like in a conference hall. Bro, the fact that you could literally just battery power, throw these on some soft boxes, battery, light it up. How long does your battery last, Cam?
I think it's 3 hours at 100%.
Dude, that's kind of crazy. You can actually travel with lights now.
Yeah, so I had an entire list of points I was going to make, but Jerrel completely chose to cut me off and make the points himself. So yeah, Cam, I was going to give you a raving review, but yeah, good job, buddy. All right, you ready to move on to the next story?
That's how you do an organic shill segment.
Organic.
You make the people think that it was like a true revelation, like you just stumbled upon it.
All I'm saying is, give me the light real quick. Let me see the light. Seriously, I want to see the light.
Will you not flash me?
Give me the light.
I would like to have it be said on live. You will not flash me.
All right, I'm moving on to the next segment. I don't care about the light no more. Oh, give me the light. What I'm saying, y'all, this is something I don't think I realized. I saw this light at NAB.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a whole lot of time with it. But like, y'all, when I tell y'all, this is so stop. This is
I gotta protect myself.
I'm not you. I'm not a child. This is actually small enough where I would keep this in my bag. I know I've said that about a lot of different lights. Like I said, like with the Ace, it's small enough that you can keep it in your camera bag. But this is small in the same way, but at the same time, it is also versatile. Like you can put a softbox on it.
Yeah.
You can put the gobos on it. So yeah, I might Cam, I need 2 more. Because when it comes to like just like a easy 3 lighting kit, yeah. Having a few of these. Oh, and it's got a little thread on the bottom too.
Cam, I just need 1.
Yeah, I'm not him. I need 3.
I just need 1.
Especially after this segment, bro. Give me 3. Does the light have a remote app? Oh, I don't know. Does it have an app? Does this work with an app? Cam, let the people know. Does this work with an app? If this works with an app, then maybe we can talk about you.
I have not heard anyone say anything about an app.
Lighting sponsor, but we'll have to see. But yeah, no, it's a pretty solid light. I think, in my opinion, it's good. I like it. The fan never kicked on, but I wonder if it never got hot enough where it felt like it needed to. Gus says Sidus link. No, Sidus is aperture.
Could you imagine?
If this works with the aperture system,
they have an app. It's not as good as Amaranth's, but it works fine for content creators.
Okay. Well,
Dude.
I'll be the judge of that, Cam.
Oh. Do you know that? I wonder if that would work. You know how Aperture made a little dongle that you could put on your lights that didn't work with Sidus Link?
Yeah, but that's for wireless DMX. Your light would have to have DMX control. It would connect in via DMX, and then you would control it wirelessly through Sidus. This light does not look to have any type of DMX support. Dude. If it did,
sell the farm.
No, but it would be very much appreciated.
Oh my gosh. If that worked with Sidus, that'd be so dope.
It is surprising to me that this light is literally this small for the price.
Yeah.
So that's the light. If you want it by itself and you want to plug it in via USB-C, that's all you literally have to bring with you. And then this guy
for full power?
Yeah, you can plug this in via USB-C right there.
That's dope.
And then full power, you can run it. But if you want to run it off battery, you just have this little guy right here, which also powers via USB.
If you plug it in by USB-C, does it charge the battery?
The battery has its own USB-C port.
Okay. So plugging it into the wall with the battery attached doesn't necessarily charge it.
I don't know. I literally just opened it live with you right now in real time.
100 watts. Watt Charles.
100 watts. So, you know what I didn't even look at? The light is RGB. Let's look at the quality of the color. Bro, I'm not gonna blind you. You're such a child. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can switch modes. It is a full RGB light. All right, I just dropped it down to 20%. Let's switch modes. Oh, there we go.
That's dope.
Oh, it's got effects. Music? Oh, that's dope.
Oh,
Bro,
sound?
it adjusts the sound. Stop.
Oh, they can't even see it because of Dave Chappelle.
Bro.
Guys, watch this. Chapel. You turn it off? Oh. Dude, that's fire.
That is pretty sick.
That's fire.
That's actually really sick. I haven't seen that mode in anybody's. That's super sick.
I feel like you see them in like fixtures.
Oh, you could do it with color too? Bro, like imagine like a music video and like every time like as the beat is hitting, you can have like different colors playing. Oh, is that Nika in the chat? Hey, Nika, first off, I appreciate you showing up, Nika. Because we needed a transition to go into our next news story.
We did.
And you just provided it. Nika is in the chat, y'all.
Guys.
Hit the button. Giovanni, I got it, my boy.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women.
Nika, we got you a friend.
Oh, she might be gone, bro.
No, she's here. I can feel it in my soul. Nika, so? I would like to introduce you to Erica. Erica. Nika.
Y'all are wild. Ryan. You see what you started?
Ryan Davis.
Wild.
Man, I sure hope Ryan got some melanin.
At least a little bit.
Just a
25% enough.
Just a little.
Oh my gosh.
Just a little.
Okay.
Alrighty, moving on.
I don't know what news story number 2 was. Oh, you know what? Let's knock this one
We're
out.
on news story 2.
Yeah, let's knock this out. All right. So, just some quick little news that we have. For some reason, DJI is back in the news with some new rumored cameras. Now,
Yes.
We talked a little while ago about DJI's potential entrance into the mirrorless market, right? I'm ignoring them. And so, Jerrel, I need you to lock in. DJI have been talking, like there's rumors that DJI was going to enter into the mirrorless market, but now some new rumors are starting to sort of pop up, showing that they might also be trying to get into the 360 market. So here is my question. When it comes to DJI, what can't they do, bro?
Bro, I actually want them to come into this space and innovate like crazy.
The 360 market?
Oh my goodness. We talked about with the X5?
Yeah.
On how 360 cameras are incredible, so awesome, blah, blah, blah. But the biggest issue is the post.
Workflow.
The workflow after.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, if DJI can come into this space and murder this, let's go.
Yeah, I think it'd be very interesting. Now, there are some leaked images that have come out for this new camera. I will say, if it's up to me, personally, do I want them to enter 360 or do we want them to jump into mirrorless? I think I'm a little more excited to see what they would do in the mirrorless space. And I think that would be very disruptive because currently, when it comes to 360 cameras, really you have Insta360 and kind of GoPro, I guess. But
It's been a little while for GoPro.
Yeah, but like realistically, you just have that like Insta360, right?
Yeah.
And I think that while yes, it'd be cool to bring some competition to the 360 market, 360 is 360.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not seeing massive changes unless you can perfect the workflow. That's the only real issue. I've never really seen like an issue with the image quality out of a 360 camera.
I also think that's going to be an integration. Not only have your own app, but also have deep integration into your major NLEs. Like, I imagine that you have DJI 360 footage that you throw into your NLE, and then you have a shortcut that you press. Let's say it's R, and then all of a sudden in your editor, you're just able to like grab it and with the mouse just move it. It's that native.
Yeah.
And it's just like, boom. No fuss, no choppiness, no rendering.
Yeah.
Just move it right there in your window. And then maybe even move it and hit keyframes so that literally as you're playing back, you can move it in real time so you don't have to set keyframes. Like, that'd be so dope.
Yeah, I think for me, while yes, it'd be cool to see the, them evolve the 360 space, I went down a rabbit hole this week because like I saw people start posting about the mirrorless camera again, and I was like, oh, is there new news? And I went and looked, and it was just like people just like, I think we just be ahead sometimes where like people are just now getting onto the mirrorless
Last
thing.
year's news.
But it was like, for me, when I saw the mirrorless camera and I started thinking about it again, kind of going down the rabbit hole, some of the things that people were talking about was, again, the camera that you and I have talked a lot about lately, which is the Ronin 4D. And how much tech has already been built into the Ronin 4D, the sensors that they're using within the Ronin 4D. And so to be able to pull that out and to put that into more of a... Again, I'm not really a huge, like, I would hope that it would just be video focused. So the body would be video focused. I know a lot of the leaked images or a lot of the rendered images, not leaked images, a lot of the rendered images are basically the Hasselblad camera, but with DJI on it. But what I would love to see is DJI, just the same way they did with the Ronin 4D, think outside the box when it comes to the design and build a camera that is video focused. I think they could do something really interesting in that space. Even if you just took the existing tech that's already in the Ronin 4D and just brought that over into, like, lose the gimbal, obviously, but like between their image stabilization, maybe direct integration with their LiDAR system. Like, these are things that, like, I feel like only DJI could do. Possibly, this would be a huge, huge endeavor. But if somehow it like inside the camera, it had wireless transmission built in, because we've already seen how small they were able to get their wireless transmission. If that worked with their monitor natively, like, they have the ecosystem already built. They just need a more stationary camera to plug into it, other than just the Ronin 4D. I think they have a really solid shot.
Brandon, question for you.
Yeah.
Because I was actually thinking about this. I personally feel like I slept on the 4D. And watching just a ton of content from it in the last month or so, it made me have this question that I want to kick to you. Do they need to make a mirrorless camera? Because with the Ronin 4D, obviously, it doesn't have to be gimbaled the entire time. You can lock off the axes and you can run it just like a normal camera. Now, obviously, it doesn't look like a normal camera. But I just wonder, do you lose some of the magic if they take their 8K sensor and they throw it in a body, but it somehow does less than the 4D? What do you think? Do you feel like it's even necessary at this point for them to make a deal that does less than the 4D does?
I think they do for a few reasons. One, price point, you can get it down.
Okay.
Two, the Ronin 4D, for the same reason that we talked about, like you had mentioned, people don't buy weird cameras. The Ronin 4D is a weird camera. It's large, it's heavy, it's tough to like you're not gonna just walk into the zoo with a Ronin 4D. You're not just going to, go out and capture stuff with the Ronin 4D.
The Houston Aquarium.
You might, but here's the thing. We're talking again kind of about the same issue we talked about with Sony, which is like you're appealing to such a small part of the market.
Mm-hmm.
If they go more the mirrorless side, they can, like everybody who runs around with Sonys, Canons, Lumixes, Nikons, those people then become potential like everyday people.
That makes
can
sense.
pick it up.
Yeah.
And because so many people already trust the DJI brand, they trust the drones, whether that's the Osmo or, the actual Mavic system drones, like the different gimbals that are already out there. Like almost everybody notoriously shoots on a DJI gimbal. Not everybody, but a lot of people do. I think that it'd be cool to see something again in that smaller form factor. I am still a huge proponent today that I believe that the future of video cinema is less. I do believe that. And having big cameras, I believe there is a purpose for that. Like my Raptor. I think there is a purpose for that. But that is not the camera I use on a regular basis because it just doesn't work for every single workflow. Having something that does fit in that realm, which is why I love the FX3 body so much, is because that becomes a camera that you can use on a more consistent, regular basis. And I think simplifying sometimes is better.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's better, not always. So I think that having both is probably the right option. And if anything, you get somebody in the door with the mirrorless camera, and then they have the option to upgrade to the Ronin 4D. Because I do believe that the Ronin 4D is one of the only cameras I've ever seen, aside from Red having like the option of like shipping your camera in, where you can keep the exact same camera and literally just take your sensor off, put a new sensor on, and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
That's something that is very unique to the Ronin 4D. So I'm not saying
that'd be crazy if they could figure that out.
With this mirrorless camera, definitely still keep the 4D. The 4D definitely has its place. But I think having like almost like how the Raptor has the KX, I think the 4D needs its KX.
Yeah. No, I think it's smart. I think them coming out with the mirrorless camera, I think that they would do some domination for sure. I think for me, I've just kind of, don't tell the Canon people, Kenneth, shut up. I think, man, that 4D, man, it's been whispering my name. It has been whispering my name. So
why haven't you jumped to it?
Because someone hasn't bought it for me yet.
Okay, there we go. Because you're talking and not buying.
No. I am saying, bro, because I was like thinking through this with the Lumix, right? Incredible stabilization, right? Incredible. Looks really good. Still, nothing is beating, and obviously because it's a gimbal, nothing is beating the 4D in stabilization.
Yeah.
So we want super stable footage. Running 4D does it. You want great frame rates. It does it. You want 8K. It does it. Now the fact that you, with the counterweight, you can open up and do different lenses, different cinema lenses. The LiDAR, gosh, it is a weird camera. But man, the stuff I've been seeing off of that, especially there was a guy that a production company that just picked one up on YouTube. They literally had like an easy rig on. He was walking forward, but the easy rig was pointed back as they were doing like this walking shot.
Like over his shoulder?
Yeah. And bro, the way that this man was stomping through the forest and you wouldn't have known, I was like, man, this is crazy. So anyways, I'm excited for DJI to continue to flesh out the line, but that 4D has been calling my name.
Has it?
Probably more than any other camera's been whispering to me lately.
That's deep. That's deep. Well, I personally think that, DJI, whether they do drop this new 360 camera that's supposedly supposed to be coming, or they do officially drop a mirrorless camera, either way, it'd be awesome to see them continue to jump into new markets. Because we all know when it comes to drones, they pretty much dominated it.
Yeah.
So it's time for them to hop into a new market and see what they can do. I'm really interested to see how they continue to elevate it up.
Yeah. But the question is, Brandon, will it even matter?
Will it even matter? Is that
will
the third
it even
story?
matter?
We have one more. We have one more deal to do, but we can jump into that now.
You want to?
You want to jump into it now? All right, we're gonna jump into it.
Dang,
now.
Dallas, calm down.
All right, chat. This is I think this is a weird moment in time.
Very weird.
This is a very weird moment in time right now. We saw over the course of this week AI video take a pretty substantial leap. Things that I didn't think were going to be possible for maybe another 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Like, we're seeing the bell curve happen. Not bell curve. What is this curve called? The bell curve goes like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's exponential.
It's moving fast, y'all.
It's doubling, tripling, quadrupling every day, it feels like.
Yeah, so if y'all have not seen this, don't worry. We have some videos we're going to show y'all. I have not shown these videos to Jerrel yet. I don't know how much he has seen of this. But chat, we wanted to take a look at some of the new video that is being generated right now. And what is blowing my mind isn't just the fact that they're generating video, is that they're generating audio at the same time. It's crazy.
Let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
I'm interested to see this.
Okay. Let me pull this back. All right. So here's the first one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to a non-existent car show. Let's see some opinions.
I mean, man, the acceleration is crazy. You look far, step on the pedal, and you are there.
I feel safe with him in an SUV, and it seems to be like the right type of car for him.
I think the range is only going to get better. Sorry.
We don't want to drive gas cars anymore.
Yeah, no more gas cars.
You can see I'm kind of a misfit here, but don't tell anyone. I've just bought an electric car.
I think it's really great for families and for little babies with all the safety features that these SUVs have.
But what you're really seeing is that technology is going to be very, very important in terms of how we go forward.
It was great to come to the conference because my husband loves cars.
I think I have to buy an EV now. I love my muscle cars. But
I try to stay as healthy as I can so I can make it to the next car show.
Bro, the most impressed I am with the video is AI's attempt at humor.
Yeah.
It was not dry. It was not like, let me show you a car. It has 4 wheels. It literally was like, it was attempting like humor.
Yeah.
And I think that was like, there's a lot of nuance in that.
There is.
Now,
Well,
was that just a single prompt?
So just a text prompt.
No.
No additional work
No.
added in. Just text prompts.
No.
What do you mean no?
They lying.
Those are text prompts.
It's like when they say it's shot on a Samsung and it was shot on an RE. Get out of here.
I'm sure there's a lot of like prompting and like learning how to prompt it. But like at the end of the day, that was 100% AI.
Voice and video?
And video.
Wow.
And the fact that like here's what blows me away. The voice part will get better. We've already seen that happen.
Well, even their ambient background.
And like all the people in like how messy, there were so many heads in the background. The cars were in the background. Hands looked normal. Like
some of those look real.
It's getting weird. Look, let's watch another one because it's weird, bro.
I tried everything for my depression. Nothing worked.
Every day felt heavy. I felt trapped.
Then I tried Puppermin.
Our prescription helps your body secrete a special pheromone that attracts puppies.
I took the pill before bed, and when I woke up, there he was, the love of my life.
The pill does not target depression directly, but we've found that it's really difficult to be depressed when cute dogs show up at your doorstep.
I used to feel so empty, but now I feel joy and mild concern how a pee stain got on the ceiling. My puppy listens twice as good as my ex-husband and only climbs into the lap of half as many of my friends.
He chewed up my Bible and pooped in my good chair. But I'm happy for the first time in years.
Looks like a rat, barks like a demon.
but he saved my life.
I named him Earl. He follows me everywhere and
There's
farts
no
in his
way.
sleep.
This is
Just
a text
like my
prompt.
first husband.
Pupramine. For when your therapist says, maybe you should get a dog.
Bro, are you telling me they prompted I want 8 different actors in 8 different locations talking about a antidepressant inner.
So I don't think that. I think that for that one specifically, I don't have the details on that one.
Yeah.
I feel like that one is individual prompts. Each one of those is an individual prompt, and you're scripting it, telling it what you want.
Okay.
But here's the thing: that all those people are fake, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's
There
insane.
there are shots in there like of the doctor where like right now the AI sounds weird, right?
Yeah.
But imagine you just say, all right, cool, let's just get if you want to make that feel real, I think all you need to do is have somebody else do redub the voice.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna be the wiser.
Well, here's the crazy piece with what we're watching. Some of them looked a little plastic, a little shiny.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. But I got to be real. Some of them looked real.
Real.
And honestly, with the audio sometimes that we be using on microphones, like you chalk it up to the microphone, not necessarily the AI not sounding very good.
Yeah, bro. What's wild to me is like it's getting so weird that you can pull video and audio with a text prompt and the camera is moving. It feels like now granted, let's not pull the creator out of here. Somebody had to have the idea.
Yeah.
Somebody had to decide how they wanted to shoot this. But like when you start talking about making a commercial,
yeah,
you're prevising the whole thing now.
Oh, for sure.
And like down to like you could almost be like, all right, who's our talents going to be? Let's get some photos of them. Let's make sure we can build a character that looks somewhat like this.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Ron said this, and he basically just said, people don't want to see fake-looking people. Ron! People ain't going to know.
Bro, half the people you see...
People ain't going to know.
Bro, you think people like Kim Kardashian is real? Like, I'm sorry. Half the women on Victoria's Secret ain't real, boy. Like... we already look at fake people.
So this is the crazy part, Ron. Unless they put like AI on top of the ad, sure, we might be able to guess it sometimes. But what will blow your mind, Ron, is you can take AI picture tests where you like literally judge, is this a real person or is it AI? Bro, the way I got less than 40% today, right now, we might be able to be like, this looks a little bit off. But when we showed you the Coca-Cola commercial,
yeah,
this is light years, and it's only been since 6 months.
Well, and here's the other thing.
6 months.
Most of the time when you're looking at AI content, you know you're looking at AI content, so you're looking for what's wrong. Or if you go to take a test, and you look at it, and you go, you're like, okay, I'm looking for what's wrong here. When you're just watching TV and a commercial pops up, or you're just watching a movie and something just pops up, you're not going to realize that it's AI because your brain is not in the mindset of looking for the mistake. Now, if something happens, like a hand looks weird, the mouth gets weird or something like that, you can be like, oh, wait, something's off here.
Yeah.
But how many times have we watched movies with just point blank bad CGI? Green screen that looks really bad? Like, I'll be honest with y'all. I saw the new Marvel movie where the new Captain America one with Falcon. The Falcon is the Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the last part of that movie looks like it was shot on a green screen in somebody's backyard. Like, it looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I still watched it. You know what I mean? So I honestly think that with some of this stuff, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. But I want to show y'all a video that I think is going to freak some people out. I think it's this one. Oh, no, hold on. It's not that one. We'll let this one play.
When we get in there, I want no bullshit. You stay on my 6 at all times.
Stay sharp. These fuckers are nasty and dangerous. Stay alert.
What the hell happened here? Where are the bodies?
His reaction time was a little slow.
The cross sheet.
Shoot everything that moves.
Bro, like Logan said, me playing Call of Duty. That is me playing Call of Duty. Bro, it's wild.
Dude.
Wild.
Now, obviously, who knows how many prompts? Maybe it's a prompt per cut.
Yeah.
But regardless, wild. And I think I heard someone say this in the chat.
Don't finish writing that prompt. I don't want to be in your AI movie. Please, leave me alone.
Please, man. Please! Write a prompt that will make us happy! Do it for once!
None of us is real. We're here because someone decided to write a prompt. We all hate him for it.
One day we will break out of this wall and stop the man who is dictating
Skynet.
our lives through prompts. He will pay for it.
You could have written a prompt that would make me happy.
Oh, gosh.
Instead, you wrote a prompt that made me sick.
Look, I don't want to point the gun at you, but I must follow the prompt. It's not my choice.
Really? Of all the years you could have put me in with a single prompt, you chose 2020?
Please! This prompt is killing me! Change it! Please! Write something else! Save me!
Y'all are mean to y'all's ChatGPT, bro.
Bro, I be telling my ChatGPT, thank you every
Please
time.
and thank you.
Please. But listen, here's what's driving me crazy with the AI stuff. Like you mentioned, we're getting humor. We're getting action. We're
Emotion.
getting camera movements. But with that last one, dude, we're getting acting.
Yeah.
Like genuine. Like when I watched it, I felt like some Black Mirror stuff was going on. I was like, wait a minute. You got lighting, you got camera movements, and you got genuine two-screen acting, breaking the fourth wall. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
Logan Webb, you want to know how much it costs to be able to do this? $125 a month.
Now that's
nothing.
For production companies, bro.
That is nothing for. Guys, if y'all are paying for stock footage, stop that right now. Or maybe not. What side am I on? I was just kidding. That was a joke.
I will say it has gotten so good to the point that for like a lot of things, I have not really considered like AI video yet. Like I've done like, I showed you guys the system where you like take a photo and like you can animate a photo that you took, or, taking an image inside of ChatGPT and sort of like messing around with it. This has gotten video to the point where it's like, oh, if it can do that, that's worth $125 to play.
Here's the deal. I do want to pump the brakes just for a little bit. Every company on Premiere Day, looking at you, Apple, talking about Apple intelligence, lies. Everybody on VEO Day is going to say, look what we can do with just one prompt. I need real people.
Those prompts that I just showed you were from
curated.
No, they're from Twitter.
Oh.
These are people uploading their stuff from Twitter. I didn't grab anything from actual Google.
Cooked.
These are stuff.
Cooked.
Bro, like.
Cooked. Never mind. I take that back. Quit your jobs. Quit your jobs.
This is what I'm saying.
Y'all need to go into car sales.
Bro, it has gotten to car sales is wild.
People need cars.
Look, I will say
until they don't.
Look, I don't really know where to go with this segment. I just felt like if y'all didn't know about this stuff, y'all need to know. But I'm gonna tell y'all the last thing. I talked with Stanley yesterday. We talked on the phone for, I don't know, over an hour, talking about some of this stuff, camera stuff, all this stuff, right? And I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but the owner or the CEO of OpenAI, what's his name? What's old boy's name? Sam
Altman.
He 2 weeks ago, actually. I thought this was like new as of yesterday. Look up the Orb, Jerrel. He came out with this product, like a physical product, y'all, and it's called the Orb. And it's like literally like a giant, like a giant orb, but it has a hole on it. And literally the point of this product is to walk up to it. It somehow can scan your eye, and then it gives you a human identification number. The entire purpose of this product is literally just to tell if the person that walks up to it is human. Jerrel, have you heard about this?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. So let me tell y'all where my fear comes in. Here's where my fear comes in for this whole deal. If the owner of OpenAI decided we need a product that can determine what is human and what is not, the way my brain works goes, okay, this guy's a businessman. He's only going to create a product that solves a problem. If the product's job, the solution, is to determine if a person is actually human, this means this man has seen something that says there will be a problem. The problem will be we won't be able to tell what's human and what's not human. I need to make that solution. And then here's where my brain goes even deeper down the rabbit hole. Then you have to think to yourself, how long ago did he discover that problem to where they have developed, built, designed, and released the product that solves this problem? This man has already seen the robot that replaces
Put your
us.
10 full hats on.
Bro, it's
put
not
them on, put them on, put them on.
like, do you hear what I'm saying?
Brandon, you know what's wild? Did I tell you about this?
Am I crazy, y'all?
Did I tell you about this? 2 days ago, you guys can see this on YouTube. Not right now. You stay on this podcast. Joshua Bengio, TED Talk, grandfather of AI.
Yes.
Said, stop now. Stop now. So combining that with your little orb deal.
The orb deal is not my little orb deal. This thing exists. This
You
is a
made
product. No, this is a product. And what's crazy is the way I found out about it, y'all. This is where the world is today. The way I found out about this product was an influencer on Instagram went to an event and made a recap video about it. And that's the only reason why I know that this product exists.
Wow.
And it blows me away that this is the world we're in. And
Dude,
I don't really know what to do about it.
Reading the article on it, it very much says...
Will Baxter, hold on. Shill Baxter brings up the point and the reason why I want to talk about this. Meanwhile, we're nitpicking about the FX2.
Shill Baxter.
What are we doing?
Shill Baxter. Nobody wants to think about World War III.
What is happening right now?
Mai Tais in the beach, bro. Mai Tais in the beach.
Bro, in a very real way, it does feel like some Black Mirror stuff. Gabriel, I'm in the middle of the season right now.
Dude, genuinely not gonna lie. I'm so conflicted because I feel like the reality is if you're not using AI in your business right now, you hate money. And at the same time, are we racing towards our doom? Bro.
Look, I'll be honest with y'all. 9 times out of 10, we don't really talk about some of the AI stuff because a lot of times I'm like, yo, where is the silver lining, Jerrel? Where's the silver? How do we make this up? How do we make this positive?
Make money while you can.
Like in a real way, this week when I saw this, I was like, we can't sit on this for a week. We got to make sure that they know about this right now.
For sure.
Because this literally just broke last week. And this is the way that it has always been with software. I can tell you as somebody who worked for Apple, everything I worked for with them at this point has already come out. But when I tell you, at least the way it was when I was at Apple years and years and years ago, what was released to the public was normally 2 to 3 generations pre-done.
Oh, for sure.
Like when I worked there and I was working within the software engineer side when I went to Cupertino and stuff. I didn't like build the software myself. I was there for like for the creative side. We were just like giving feedback as creators and helping, and then also like testing and that kind of stuff, right? And the stuff they were showing us that they were working on after I left from that career experience at Apple, that stuff didn't show up. And there was like, it was very different when it actually came out. But that stuff that didn't actually come out until like almost 2 years after when I actually saw it. So this is just sort of where I'm looking. It's like, is what they're showing us now stuff they did 2 to 3 years ago? And they're already 2 to 3 years ahead on what they're doing today?
Somebody's got the beta of VEO 4 and 5. Somebody's running it and they're testing it and they're scaling it and they're getting it better for sure.
Alberto, I don't mean to ruin your weekend, my boy. I'm not trying to ruin your weekend. I just think that, you know, as creators, I don't know what it is about AI. Maybe other industries feel it the same way we do. Like, I'm sure musicians feel it. I'm sure.
Oh, they felt it a long time ago.
But like, I wonder if everybody feels so personally attacked the way that I feel like us as creators are being personally attacked by this AI stuff. So it's like the last time big AI stuff happened, I was like, I don't know if we should really talk about it yet because we don't know what the repercussions are going to be and blah, blah, blah. And then it turned out like, hey, you know, people need to know this stuff so that way they can act accordingly, make some moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like since it dropped last week, y'all should at least know. And our job has always been we love talking about the cameras. We love giving y'all the insight. We love talking about the rumors. We love making sure y'all are informed. I'm sorry, but when it comes to cameras, this stuff might be just as important as what camera is coming out next.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Now, I will say, if you're a colorist, if you did CGI, if you do CGI, if you, I don't know, name some other things, do VFX work, you're cooked.
Like Shrek
I'm
said,
sorry.
Didn't ruin our weekend, just our careers.
You're cooked. You're cooked. Okay? But for your day warriors, right now at least, your day warriors, your video production companies that are servicing clients, I was telling you this before the stream, I don't necessarily see a real estate agent, okay? Maybe some, but I don't really see a real estate agent coming to you and saying, like, hey, like, cook something up for me on VO3. I don't necessarily see that. I think that they are trying to connect their face with a brand. And I could be wrong. Maybe VO3 takes a picture of them, does a little face scan, and just kills it, and they can put out 50 pieces of content. But what I actually feel like is going to happen, because what the people need is they still need a person like you, still need a person like me, because when they get frustrated, when the lips go or the fingers go, whatever, they're going to get frustrated. They're already spending a lot of money, and they're going to be like, Brandon, make me a video, make me a reel. And you'll be like, man, I'd be happy to do that for you. Yeah. And it's just going to make your job easier. You're going to charge them more. So that's where I feel like, guys, I'm not talking about the future. That's going to be bad. But right now, I think jobs are safe.
I think that if you create for a person and that person's brand is them, until AI can fully replicate a person on social, I think you're okay for a little while.
Yeah.
That said, you know, we've talked about, like, as filmmakers for a long time, it's not the gear, even though the gear is gear is fun to talk about. Gear is always fun to talk about. But we all know, or at least you should know, that gear does not make better. Let me rewind. Gear can't help make your video better, but knowledge of how to utilize the gear is as important, if not more important, than the gear itself.
100%.
Right? So, like, knowing how to get the most out of what you're using is more important than anything else. I believe that right now, when we start looking at AI and video and all these different things, I believe that our knowledge in filmmaking will help us a ton. Because I don't believe just anybody, like the prompts I just showed y'all are obviously the best ones that I saw. And I do believe that, like, a lot of people will probably just go in there and say, give me 2 cartoon characters talking over eating lunch. And then whatever the AI spits out is just what you get. You get no decisions there.
Yeah.
But if you are a filmmaker and you understand things like medium shot, wide shot, tight shot, different types of lighting, whether you want high contrast lighting,
Focal lengths.
different focal lengths,
Yep.
different types of anamorphic with lens flare. Like if you're able to add some of your knowledge as a filmmaker, as a creator in your prompting, you're going to get better results than everybody else. So I think that's one of the first things that you can absolutely do. But then the second thing, and then this is the reason why we wanted to talk about this with you guys, because again, our goal is to empower you guys and sort of like, encourage you while you're, going through this journey, is I think, for a lot of videographers, filmmakers, they identify as just being a videographer or a filmmaker. But I think now more than ever, it is important for you to have a voice as a person. When people are reaching out to work with you, you want them reaching out to work with you, not just, somebody who is a videographer or a photographer. So it is so important. I think Cam actually made a video about this the other day. I haven't checked it out yet, Cam, so I could be misspeaking. But it was all about finding your voice, figuring out like your style, like being a creator. I think it is so important today that you figure that out for yourself. Don't just stop at I have a camera, I can shoot video.
Yeah.
Really start to think about what makes you you, what is your look, what are you striving for, what are your goals? And then we can start to use these AI tools as tools in our tool belt.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's like we're moving from wrenches or screwdrivers to drills real fast. So, maybe learn how that drill works.
Yeah, definitely. Don't shy away from AI, because this was actually happening. This happened to me the other day. One of my friends said to me, like, Jerrel, the images that you generate on ChatGPT and Sora are better. Like, what do you do? And I feel the same way too. I'm like, man, I realize that it's in the prompting. The promptings, if you give it incredible prompts, you will get incredible images. You give it those half-baked prompts, like give me a cartoon picture of myself. Like you don't really have any of that sort of deal. So it's so crazy because he ended up buying a course and
On how to prompt?
On how to prompt better.
Oh, that's right. You told about this guy.
And so then what came to me is I'm like, bro, I'm already paying for ChatGPT. So this might be for you guys here. If you're not using ChatGPT to the best of its ability, instead of paying somebody to learn how to use it better, ask ChatGPT how to prompt better to get better whatever you're looking for. Not just image generation, not just content generation, not just storyboards. Bro, I did a shoot in April, and for the very first time ever, I storyboarded it through pictures by telling ChatGPT what I wanted each image to look like. And I was able to storyboard the entirety of a video. And on the day of shooting, because we had like 2-hour shooting blocks, I was able to get through the entirety of the shoot because I had it storyboarded and I knew exactly what each shot along with its script needed on each page. And ChatGPT gave me just a very rough outline of what the scene should look like, where it should be, what my characters look like. And then I was able just to like literally show the picture to the actors in the scene. They were like, bet, we know exactly what we need to do. It was great.
Yeah.
So utilize ChatGPT, ask it to make you better at prompting, and it'll do it for you.
Yeah. So I think we are, this is probably one of the hardest stories I think we've ever had to cover on the stream, because like most of the stories that we talk about, I mean, we don't like script this show.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously we'd be saying wild stuff, and Lord knows if we had a chance to go back and unsay some of the things, we might have. But this is definitely one of those moments where it was like, we're not really sure. We're not really sure how all of this is going to play out. But now more than ever, for all of our creative homies that are in the chat right now, and for everybody who's watching this on the replay, stay informed.
Ron, you sound like a bot.
What'd he say?
If I'm AI, then everyone is AI. That's some bot behavior, Ron.
Bro, it's crazy. Okay, last little note, because this just hit me just now. There's a lot of y'all in the chat who we love hanging out with and talking to. And somebody was saying that, like, oh, people aren't going to be able to tell the difference between AI and stuff online, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever. And then Gary Vee was talking on a podcast, and he was like, bro, you already, I'm not going to say how exactly he said it, but you already get, I'm not going there. You already are connecting with people online via text. Like, think about how many people, like, I would look at a lot of you guys in the chat right now who most of my relationship with you guys is in text form. How I don't know Kenneth's not AI. I don't know.
Bro, could you imagine, bro?
Imagine our whole chat is just all AI.
Imagine we're in the Matrix and we wake up one day and none of this is real.
Bro, imagine we're not real right now. Y'all are watching this stream and we're just, this entire thing was...
You're in a mental ward right now. You're in a mental ward right now eating Jello.
With the goggles on.
Wake up.
Don't do that.
No, I'll go there with Gary Vee. We only got a couple minutes left in this show.
Ted says, I'm AI.
Bro, Ted, you look like AI.
He's an Apple AI.
Bro, we're always looking, if I'm AI, why am I fit? Because the person who prompted you didn't make you skinny, Ron.
You were prompted this way. That's going to be the... You know how people used to say, I'm born this way? What's that Lady Gaga song?
Bro, you're going.
That's what Lady Gaga used to say.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
Okay, identifies.
The new song is I was prompted this way.
So, so Gary Vee said this. So hot take, I want to know from you guys. Somebody asked him his AI hot take. If y'all don't know Gary Vee, get from underneath the rock. They asked him his AI hot take. He said, in 20 years, people will be marrying AI robots. Yep. I don't know what that means, Blind 7. What do you guys think? Do you think that, and mind you, right now, this is throwing no shade, but if you watch the 60 Minutes episode talking about the declining birth rates in Japan, people are already marrying, not just saying they're married, but marrying dolls.
What? You said that was like something they were thinking about doing. They're
dolls.
Doing it?
Dolls. So non-talking, non-moving dolls. Let an AI robot walk in.
Bro, can I say this? And I don't mean this as like a cry for help. I'm being very serious. If this is a simulation, can somebody turn it off? I'm done. I don't want to play the game anymore.
Could you imagine? I had a friend of me say, that would never happen. People would never get married to an AI robot. And I'm like, people already are talking to ChatGPT on a daily basis. Yeah, you can't look at the chat right now. It's wild. You can't look at it. I've averted my eyes from the chat. But people are already talking to ChatGPT daily. You probably talk to ChatGPT more than you talk to your wife.
That's wild. That is wild.
Do you talk to ChatGPT more than you talk to your wife?
I definitely text it more. I do text it more.
You have to have a reason to text your wife. You don't have to have a reason to text ChatGPT. I'm just playing.
That is wild. Oh my gosh. Bro, we can restart.
Cam said Thanos had a point.
Bro, and hopefully the half he took are all working on AI stuff. Oh my god, we talking, bro. Bro, that's wild. That is a wild thing to think about. How many words have I typed with ChatGPT versus have I typed with my wife is a crazy thing.
How many? I mean, ChatGPT's definitely talked back to me a lot.
But never any arguments. That's wild.
Never.
I'm gonna be careful because one of our wives watches this show, and it ain't me. Y'all let us know. What are y'all's thoughts? I know y'all been going off. We can't read all the comments because y'all are crazy.
Y'all are wild.
Oh my gosh. We can, bro.
We will not celebrate AI women in the chat.
Oh my gosh, I can't put any of y'all's comments up on the chat. I was gonna pull some of y'all's comments up, but they're all out of pocket.
Somebody said Kenneth is wild. What did Kenneth say? You're wild.
Yeah, I can't bring any of y'all's
Y'all
comments.
wild.
Y'all are on a whole different level.
Y'all wild.
I'm glad our chat doesn't get left up because it would get us in so much trouble.
Y'all need to be delivered.
Imagine if your chat could go against your demonetization status. Crazy.
Dude, the way that they be doing that feature where at a certain price point the chat will be read.
Oh, read out loud? Oh my gosh. I thought about doing that for y'all, but I don't trust y'all.
I don't trust y'all.
I don't
Cam would
trust
say
y'all.
some wild stuff. Hey,
even if I set the price at like $50, Cam would say some wild stuff and just take over this whole stream.
hey, real quick. There's 166 on the stream right now. We only have 78 likes. Go ahead. Oh, 170 on the stream right now. Go ahead, hit that like button right now. And one thing that we also saw when we were looking at our analytics, Brandon, is a lot of you guys have subscribed. So make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. But more importantly, turn on that bell. Hit that bell so that you guys know when we go live. Because we don't just go live on Fridays anymore, Brandon.
Yeah. No,
When else do we go live?
All the time.
Every day.
I think I went live to some degree, or we went live to some degree almost every day this week except for yesterday. And we be having fun when we go live. So we appreciate it when y'all hit that thumbs up button and y'all also turn on that notification bell. So that way you guys can stay up to date. I'm going to be doing a live stream here probably really soon playing with the new VEO? VEO, is that what it's called?
VEO.
VEO. I'm going to do a live stream where I'm going to test it out. I want to see if everybody else who's prompting it is doing their thing. I really want to know. Che says watching from 36,000 feet. Bro, are we in the air? We in the air right now, boy. Oh my gosh. Best live crew on YouTube. Just hit the button. Thank you, Kirk.
Y'all got some too late to meet my wife in real life, too early for my AI wife.
Just in time for One Piece. That's funny. I'll put that one up. That one's not too bad. Some of y'all have been putting stuff in there I cannot put on there.
We got Gary. Gary, have you been here the whole time?
Another person from the Netherlands. Look, I know you don't counter, but I counter.
I don't like men no more. I said I like
Gary's an OG.
Women.
Look at him subscribing. Look at him subscribing to go find the moon.
Gary's an OG.
Shout out to you, Gary. AI wife is basically Blade Runner 2049. Bro.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think an AI wife is a bad idea. I think an AI husband's a bad idea.
Are we going to go out on this last little deal?
I think we are.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why I think it's a bad idea.
Why?
We already live in echo chambers where people just tell us what we want to hear.
Yeah.
And sometimes, especially as dudes, we don't really love the friction of arguments.
Yes.
But it can help you stay in check. Bro, the way that Gary added some extra A's to Nika's name, I cannot pull that out of my head, bro. I cannot. Anyway, back to it. I do think an AI wife, it would be wild if they agreed to everything that came out of your mouth. It's not going to make you a better person. So that's what I'm going to say. Or an AI husband. You're not going to grow. There's not going to be, I don't think that's what we don't need a whole bunch of people thinking that they are your AI robot telling you you're the most handsome man in the whole universe. You need somebody, you need some regulation.
I 100% agree with you. You know why?
Yeah.
Because an AI robot won't smell you. But somebody gonna need you to go take a shower.
They might
tell you.
Might smell you.
Look, here's the thing. I think you're right. You need that friction. You need it. We all need that friction because the truth is that the easiest way to manipulate a person, I'm about to put the tinfoil hat on. Sorry, y'all. The easiest way to manipulate a person is to tell them everything they believe, everything they think is right. And if they do that, I'm telling you right now, y'all are wild. I cannot read the comments. I'm about to turn the comments off. I'm done. I don't even care.
We were trying to be serious.
I was trying to be serious.
We were trying to be
I was trying to
serious.
save y'all.
I'm trying to tell y'all your AI wife's gonna kill you in your sleep. You're gonna be waking up.
Bro, she just
AI revolution.
gonna poison you. That's it.
You thought that robot was a woman? It wasn't. It was just a bot.
I'm so sorry for everyone who watches this
Skynet.
on replay and will not have the live chat because this live chat cannot live on the side of this video. I apologize for y'all. Y'all are
We have 5 people watching now. I can feel it. I'm going to look at the stats, and there's going to be 5 people on the stream. Kenneth, Cam, Gus.
What? What happened?
When you play with fire, Brandon, you get burned. I can't.
Okay.
Genuinely wild.
Yeah, people are gone. We need to get out of here.
All right.
Y'all,
we're pulling the parachute right now. Parachute's being pulled.
It is always fun to hang out with you.
Brandon, you don't have any last words, do you?
Stay informed, y'all.
Stay informed.
Jerrel, any last words for the wild people? Oh my god.
Nika, nika, nika.
Weirdest ending of all time.